I'm going to name an NBA player, and I want you to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how much pressure they're under this season. First off, Joel Embiid.
Oh, 10. You've already started the season saying you're not going to play back-to-backs. Fine. Miss 15 games off rip. I've seen you year after year. No playoff run, choking in the playoffs. Now you finally have another big three. I need to see something. The world needs to see something this year. It's 10 out of 10 pressure.
I don't think it's possible to have more pressure than Joel Embiid. Like, he has so much pressure that he feels that he's like, I don't even want to win the MVP. I'm over it. Like, it just adds more pressure. You can have it. That says a lot.
Facts. This dude's talking about he already lost like 25 pounds and he wants to lose even more weight. He might gain body dysmorphia at this point, at this rate, because he already
Oh my God.
like, goddamn, how much weight you need to lose, bro? Just don't play basketball for a little bit. Be cool. Go ahead and get your training and all that other stuff in. He definitely has it's either a 9 or a 10 because I can name a very few amount of superstars who've been put in better positions than Joel Embiid, just in terms of consistently.
His organization is giving him a chance.
Thing, bro. Yeah. Plenty of chances.
Okay.
That gold medal not going to save you.
Victor Wembanyama.
Probably
Now,
like
this
a
may
six?
seem like not a lot because he's still young and the team isn't expected to do anything, but he's being hyped as like he's going to be a top 12 player this year. If he doesn't succeed and hit that mark, there's going to be some combos.
Yeah, that's why I'll say 6. He's not like a fully formed player, and everyone still understands that like he still has things that he can improve on, and he is a year 2 player. But at the same time, for the last 3 years before he even got into the league, everybody was already like, yeah, Victor is the guy. So there is some pressure on him to be the guy now.
If people can get on a mic and say you're going to be one of the greatest players of all time and they're not considered crazy, you have pressure. It's going to be a thing. 7.
At 10. Whoa, well, not 10. I lied. Yeah, I'll probably go 5 or 6. Because even if he has like a sophomore slump, which is pretty normal.
No. He can't have a sophomore slump.
He
cannot have a sophomore slump.
He can't. Really. He can't.
Wow. So you're selling.
I better not see a lot of 25% from the field games.
Okay.
That can't happen. They're gonna start calling him a false prophet. Crazy.
That's crazy. That's how you view Wemby? It's just basketball.
I'm saying that's what they gonna say.
He better be the prince who was promised. I'll tell you that. Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, like a 9 out of 10.
It's New York.
Yeah,
that's the only reason
9.5.
why it's 9, bro.
I would say 10, but he's not the best player, so he can't have a 10 out of
Exactly.
10. But under New York media, with the reputation he has defensively, he better lock the fuck in, or those radio hosts are gonna let him hear it. Mad Dog Russo is gonna let him hear it.
Mike Francesa is ready. I'm telling you right now. Listen, they broke up a team that had the best vibes in the league coming into the season, and if they traded it all away for Karl Anthony Towns to upgrade at the center position, it is the first time in like 20 years that the Knicks actually have title hopes, and it rests on the shoulders of Big Purr and how he fits into this team. It's a lot of pressure.
Tim's at his window. He's gonna be under pressure.
No, yeah. There's no such thing as there's no such thing as disappearing. You could do that in Minnesota. Not too many eyes were there until Anthony Edwards popped on the scene. But in New York, bro, them junkies gonna be on your back. Everybody gonna be on your back. People at the bodega gonna be on your back. They're gonna be talking about Cat this, Cat that. Cat, I need you to respond. Cat,
nowhere to hide.
You. Big Purr, we see you.
JJ Redick.
Probably
Ooh,
10.
that's
It's LA and he's a coach and the whole LeBron thing and Bronny thing. For sure.
I would say
being a Lake.
I'll say
if you're a
10
Lakers coach, you're like a Looney Tunes character. There's like an anvil floating above your head at all times, waiting to get the rope snipped and drop on your fucking head. There's always pressure.
Yeah, I'll say 10 too. Yeah, because
Piano's gonna fall on his forehead.
Yeah, the whole thing behind JJ and how he presented himself, and it always came across like he knows that like what the smart thing to do. He looks at the game from like an analytical perspective, and also he just knows ball. If you come into the Lakers and it looks like you don't know ball, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
It's about that time. No, it's about that time. It's like 8.
What?
It's like 8.
Bro, everybody has pressure to you. 8? What pressure does he have? What does he have to do?
It's a very pressurized. I promise you, we just got the season where everybody thought that the Timberwolves were going to be bad. Now they're good out of nowhere. So much aura. I promise you. I promise you, if the Wolves start slow, everything that you like about Anthony Edwards, people are going to start saying, "See, he doesn't care about the game too much. He hasn't taken that
immature.
leap. He's not doing this. He's not doing that." He needs to show up this year to stave off a lot of that criticism because
these young stars,
they're waiting to tear him down.
Exactly. These young stars are built up to be torn down when necessary. First, he's fun and spunky. Next thing you know, he's immature and not a leader. Like, all that matters is if you win. Otherwise, it's gonna get flipped.
Donovan,
I'll go 8. Especially with Michael Jordan comparisons in the air. I'm like, go 9, actually.
Those are just silly because he kind of looks like him. Those I don't buy much stock into those, bro. Those are nasty work.
They
I
are.
would say
They are
5.
disgusting.
I would say 5. After having as much success and actually surpassing a level of expectations that people set on him this past season, he's cooling. Everything else is not necessarily cherry on the top, but like he's cooling. He's on a cool trajectory.
When you have Luka and Shea in the Western Conference with you, 2 other young stars who teams are going to be great, you have to match their pace. He has pressure.
Damian Lillard.
12 out of 10.
He has the most pressure on him for sure. He
12
has the
out
most
of 10.
pressure on him. More than Joel Embiid for sure. You're telling me a team traded in everything they have. They emptied their pockets, emptied their wallet, emptied their bank account to go ahead and give their guy, Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the 2 best suitors for his play style. And you tell me y'all don't work together? You tell me I just traded away a pivotal cornerstone piece in Drew Holiday and I just watched them win a championship?
Listen.
I need it back. I need it.
If he does not have a great season, the Bucks' next 5 years is ruined. Giannis is not going to be there forever if this team doesn't work because they'll have no way to reload. The entire fate of the Bucks fandom rests on his shoulders. That's an immense amount of pressure.
Everybody thinks Giannis is this wholesome, very loyal superstar who just loves to discover smoothies and stuff like that. Let me tell you, that man is a freaky mastermind. If Damian Lillard does not perform up to standards, Giannis is out of there. He's asking for a trade next year. Do not be fooled by the Disney movie. He will leave.
He's no better than the average man. Everybody's loyal until shit hits the fan. And then you got to ask, do I want to play with... Yeah. Then you got to ask, do I want to play with Chris Middleton and Bobby Portis as my second and third option? Because Damian Lillard is washed.
It's looking very 2014 Miami Heat-ish.
Ooh, please don't say that. Please don't say that.
I'm sorry.
I feel like
It's what it's looking like.
at this point in time, this has to be one of your favorite segments of all time, Donovan.
Facts.
You
It is
love
bad.
pressure so much, bro. I bet you go to the mechanic shop and you look at your mechanic. How you gonna change my oil today? You know what type of car I have? How fast you gonna do it? Make sure you don't get
the
another
oil's
single
bad?
drop.
My oil's bad? Make it worse.
You on the clock right now.
Tires flat? Flatter.
No grace.
More flat. Look at that Kobe commercial.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard.
0. I don't
He's in
care
early
about Kawhi.
retirement, bro.
I don't care about Kawhi anymore.
Yeah, we're past the point where it's if he retires, he retires. If he plays, he plays. Whatever.
It's not moving anyone's life, bro. If he plays,
I wish the best for him, but the Clippers no longer have championship hopes of any sort, so it just doesn't matter.
if he plays, then the Clippers are a decent team. If he doesn't play, the Clippers are cooked. Regardless, the Clippers are cooked. It doesn't matter. You're correct.
Trey Young.
His team just made
3.
a horrific. His team just wasted 2 years of his NBA career, and they're finally getting back on the right path, setting him up to play productive basketball for the first time in years. He just has to go out there and do his thing. I say like 3 or 4. No repercussion.
You can't be more hated than he is now, and the team has no chance of being good. So it really doesn't matter what he does. Like they're going to be mid regardless, and people have already made up their mind about him. They already overhate him.
Exactly.
At this point, he can do whatever he wants.
He's just a villain at this point.
Yeah, for no reason. It's not his fault, but people made up their minds.
It is what it is.
Last one, Jason Tatum. How much pressure is there for him to go back to back?
He's the first player in NBA history to win a championship and have even more pressure on your shoulders.
Facts. They hated him more. They saw him do the thing they said he could never do, and they were like, "Well, I want to see you do it twice now." The
Not even
goalpost was
twice.
immediately moved.
That's so sassy.
I didn't think it was impressive, actually.
I bet he can do it 3 times. Win an MVP. I dare you. Triple dog dare you.
He'll never lead a dynasty.
Fake demon. Fake demon.
Like he has it's almost 10 out of 10, but it really shouldn't be. But like he constantly has to prove himself to the entire world. It's so funny.
I don't remember a player who has this type of controversy like Jason Tatum has been. Not controversy, discourse that Jason Tatum has, bro. It's
Yeah, they
probably like
treat
a
him like he has
5.
controversy. You
Yeah.
would think he was a criminal. There's actual criminals in the NBA that get hated so much less than he does.
Yeah, you're so right.
People care way more about missed step back jumpers than they do crime.
Exactly. All Jason Tatum does is send postcards to his son and win a championship. That's it.
Mhm.
All he does is love Kobe, and they're like, "Shut up, idiot."
Sadly, he has no swag. So 10 out of 10 pressure. Show up.
Exactly. You have way less of a leash if you're not fucking dope.
100%.
10 out of
Coolness
10
takes
is
you a long way.
hilarious.
Where did your hezzy tween go, Jason? We need it back in the bag.
Yo, rookie year, Jason Tatum, bag was crazy. Second year, Jason Tatum, bag was crazy.
Why are you talking so light skinned whenever you say it? It's
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's
work.
taking me
Uh.
back. It's taking me back.
It's
I just saw
taking me
some highs
back,
on TikTok.
man.
Shit, you won't even
Fuck.
understand.